Hey guys, and welcome to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode Episode 1, and it looks like Triple H is in the ring to kick things off. He says, "Welcome to a new era. Welcome to Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. If this is your first time watching, then I can promise you that it won't be your last, and if it's not your first time, then you know exactly what I mean. We here at WWE have the most stacked roster we have ever had. The best men and women wrestlers from all across the globe competing to be the very best in this industry. There are so many talents that unfortunately we can't keep them all in one show. But lucky for us, we don't have one show. We have two. We have Raw and we have Smackdown. Both shows have GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, who will be tasked with the job to draft the best roster that they possibly can so they can put on the best shows for you, the fans. So with that being said, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Then let's get the WWE Draft started. Wow, so that's a big announcement by Triple H to kick things off here on Universe Mode. So here in this graphic is just explaining some of the rules regarding the draft. It says the current champions will stay on their current shows. Raw will then get the first pick, then Smackdown will always follow. Both brands will pick 5 men and 3 women to start, and then the remaining superstars will be shown drafted after the show. Okay, well that's a big announcement. Looks like no messing about as they're ready to draft. As Triple H says, now let's get things started with the draft. Monday Night Raw's first pick. He is a former WWE champion, a former world champion, former Money in the Bank. He is the best in the world, and his name is CM Punk. Wow, what a first pick for Monday Night Raw that is. The voice of the voiceless, the cult of personalities here on Monday nights to stay, where he looks to claim some gold for the first time since he's come back to the company, and even main event WrestleMania, which he's still yet to do. You can imagine that he is stoked to be the first pick, and he believes he should always be the first pick, but I'm sure that'll ruffle up some feathers from other superstars. Right, I can see that Nick Aldis is now there behind Triple H, and I wonder how he's going to respond to that. Triple H says, "I've been informed by a member of the board that this pick is a must for Smackdown. So I'm sorry, Nick." Wow, so Nick Aldis didn't have a say in this one. "But his time is now. He is regarded as the greatest of all time. Smackdown's first draft pick is John Cena." Wow. So it's been taken out of Nick's control, and John Cena is the first pick for Friday Night Smackdown. Well, I think we can all assume who that person is from the board that has called John Cena to be the first pick, but it's a massive start for Smackdown. And John Cena, I wonder what he's going to do here on the blue brand. Is he going to finally claim that 17th world title? Well, guess we'll see. He says, "Well, I'm shocked, aren't we all, that they didn't pick this guy, but I'm sure there's personal reasons. Raw's second draft pick is the OTC, Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns will be on Monday nights alongside CM Punk, not on the blue brand anymore. I wonder if The Rock's made that call to make sure that he's not going to be on SmackDown. And I guess that might lead to something down the line, and we'll see if there's any personal reasons for why that is the case. But for now, Roman Reigns is on Monday Night Raw." As we go back to Smackdown now, we'll see. It says, "With a look into the future, Smackdown has its eyes set on someone who has taken the WWE by storm in his first year in the company. He looks as close to unstoppable as you can get. He is the Samoan Werewolf. Smackdown's second draft pick is Jacob Fatu." Okay, well that's a big one. The Samoan Werewolf joins John Cena on the blue brand. It's not looking good for Cody so far, with lots of potential challenges coming his way. But what a roster they're assembling. He says, "Good luck, Nick. Moving on to Raw's next pick. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins." So that means Roman, Seth, and Punk will all be on Netflix, on Raw. And I'm sure they're going to come across each other soon. But that's some big personality, some big star power on Monday nights. And it doesn't get bigger than Seth freaking Rollins, who's going to want to get that world title back after missing it for the last year. I wonder how Smackdown are going to reply to that one. Okay, this next draft pick for Smackdown also had a standout year in 2024. Some will cry, mainly himself, that he was screwed multiple times last year. You either hate him or you love him. The Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. So that's another big guy for Smackdown. Another guy that's going to be eyeing that title of Cody Rhodes. And yeah, Drew had a great 2024. We all know, with that feud with CM Punk. But now he's going to want to take it up a level. He's going to want to win a world title finally, after all these years, and not for like 5 seconds like he did at Mania 40. And Drew McIntyre is holding the blue brand. Cody has quite the list of challengers on SmackDown. However, on Raw, they have their own challengers. He is someone that the current champ knows very well. He is Sami Zayn. So yeah, Sami Zayn is on Monday nights on Raw. And the current champ, Gunther, obviously, he lost his IC title at WrestleMania 40 to Sami Zayn. So I wonder if Sami Zayn's going to think he can do it twice, and this time take that World Heavyweight Championship away from the ring general. SmackDown, what are they going to say? They say, talking of underdog, SmackDown will have their very own one, as their next pick is someone who everyone has said wouldn't make it to the main event. They said he wouldn't make it as a single star. And do you know what he says to people who say that? He says, yeet. Jey Uso is back on Friday nights on SmackDown. Finally, someone that might be able to help Cody with all these challenges, but also someone that's going to want to take that belt himself. Prove that he is the man. Prove that he is main event Jey Uso. It's getting interesting. Let's see what Raw has to say. The next draft pick for Raw knows Sami Zayn better than some of his own family. He's here to cause violence. The prize fighter, Kevin Owens. So yeah, there's a lot of links in between this Raw brand, which is going to cause some tension, I'm sure, with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. But KO on Monday night, and he looks like he's the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. That one right there is a big get for Monday Night Raw and Adam Pearce. But someone who has suffered from the attacks in the past by Kevin Owens, but also someone who can give as much as he can take. A close friend of mine. He's a future Hall of Famer. A legend killer, some may say. SmackDown's next pick is the Viper, Randy Orton. So yes, Randy Orton will be on SmackDowns with Nick Aldis. Another person that can help Cody, but you can never trust Randy fully, can you? So we'll see how that goes. But now we move on to the women. That was an easy choice for GM Adam Pearce, as he knows that you can't have Monday nights without Mammy. The first pick for Raw is Rhea bloody Ripley. So Rhea Ripley is the first draft pick for the women's, and it's on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Mammy, you want to say. So Rhea Ripley, she's lost her title recently to Io Sky, and I'm sure she's going to want to get that back and prove that she is the most dominant woman on the roster. So yeah, that's a big one for Raw. They're going to be happy with that pick. I do wonder how SmackDown are going to reply to that. They say a great first pick for Raw, but anything Raw can do, SmackDown can do too. This pick is the toughest, the quickest, the strongest. I think we all know where this is going. It's the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. So Bianca Belair staying on SmackDown, where, yeah, that's an equal to Rhea Ripley, you'd say. So SmackDown will be happy with that. They couldn't afford to lose her to Raw as well. He says, I'm so pleased to announce Raw's second draft pick. She is one of the best we have ever seen. We have not seen her since Mania 40. She is the man, Becky Lynch. Wow, that's probably the shock of the draft so far. Becky Lynch is back after about a year being away from the company. She's come back to Monday Night Raw, and I'm sure she's looking for revenge on a few people. Wow, Becky Lynch, what a return. One of the 4 horsewomen. One of 4. Well, let's just say one will now be on SmackDown, as their second draft pick is royalty. She has asked me to tell you all to bow down to her, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. So that makes, one horsewoman on Raw, one horsewoman on SmackDown. I wonder if we'll ever see the other 2 of the horsewomen on the shows, but never say never, I guess, can we? But Charlotte Flair will be on Friday Night SmackDown. Next pick is someone who had arguably the best year of 2024. Michael Cole said that she was the most improved, even though he dislikes her man, Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan will be on Monday Night Raw. That's a big get for Monday nights. And the final pick, I guess, for SmackDown. Yep, the final pick of the main WWE Draft is here to show just how dominant she can be in the women's division. She has said, and I quote, "A storm is coming. I am glad to announce that SmackDown's third draft pick is Jade Cargill." So that is Jade, that is Charlotte, and that is Bianca as SmackDown's 3 first women's draft picks. Tiffany Stratton, good luck. That is some dominant women going to the blue brand. And overall, solid picks for both Raw and SmackDown. And as you can see, this is the remaining rosters for both Raw and SmackDown. So you'll see a few names in here, like Bronson Reed's going to be on Monday nights. Cora Jade's been called up. Dom's following Liv to Monday nights. And the champions are all staying. But overall, these are all the people that have not been shown drafted, but they can. And there's still room for potential trades, of course. Trades will be done between Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce throughout the seasons. So, yeah. But here's a quick run through of some of the people that are on Monday nights. As you can see there, Fraxium have been called up to Monday nights. Roxanne Perez is officially on Monday nights now. Some of the old guys like Sheamus, you got Sol Ruka's been called up. So, it's looking good for Monday Night Raw. And then we move on to SmackDown's roster. They got Alexa Bliss. Street Profits are still there. Braun Strowman. American Maid's gone over to SmackDown now, so hopefully they have better luck over there than they did on Raw. Damian Priest. The Wyatt Six, so good luck to Nick even more so. Ethan Page has been called up, so that's a big one for SmackDown. Javon Evans, that's another huge one for SmackDown. They're definitely focusing on the future on SmackDown a bit more than Raw, going with the stars. Lash Legend, Lola Vice. A big reshuffle for the blue brand. Naomi still over there. Oba Femi, that's a big one for SmackDown. R-Truth is still over there. Solo Sikoa and the New Bloodline. So yeah, that's the draft in full. If you like, hit like, subscribe, and peace.